Hello, my name is Closyl Kate D. Calderon, and I am very excited because this coming school year 2023-2024, I will be teaching at Arizona as an elementary grade teacher at Kingman Unified School District number 20, Manzanita Elementary School, with my J1 sponsor, USA Employment LLC. Now, my teaching philosophy. For the past 10 years, my teaching philosophy would always be that I cannot give what I do not have. That is why when I teach, I learned and relearn things. I focus on building students' independent study habits. Make sure that when students come to school, they should be equipped. Same goes as the teacher. When the teacher will go to school, she should be ready with a lesson plan and a set of lessons that she will give to the students. The classroom should always be conducive for learning. And I always make sure that when I teach with relatable experiences so that I will help the students empathize with the lesson, characters, the concepts, and the places in which it will be very, very relatable to them. Also, being lively and genuinely true when it comes to teaching is a very good practice, and that will always be my philosophy for the past 10 years teaching. I believe that having a good classroom management and with highly engaging students is a perfect classroom. And I also believe that when kids laugh, they learn more. And I always integrate fun, exciting activities into my lesson. I want my students to learn and grow with it. Also, when they laugh, they love learning. And the initiative to learn more and try more will come in. Also, based on my experiences, I make sure that I treated my students fairly without bias so as to promote a child-friendly environment. I do not isolate the underperforming students to the overperforming students. And I always, in order not to discourage them for striving in my class, so for the overperforming students, I make sure to give the best and utilize their talents to integrate such as activities that would enhance them. And for those also that are underperforming students, I make sure that it is clear that I am empathizing and we are of the same goals, and that lesson would tailor fit to their needs, and at the same time they will learn with excitement. Now, the second question was the best lesson plan. As important aspect of teaching is preparing the best lesson plan in advance. There are many components of a successful lesson plan, such as having a clear objective, knowing what materials to use, you're going to need how to plan and assessing the students' lesson, understanding the different components of a lesson plan is very important. That is why I always make sure that my lesson plan should always be smart. It should be specific, it should be measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bounded. I also make sure that the objectives should tackle the entire lesson, and the materials to use would always be relatable to the students, would always be exciting to the students, and the lesson topic as well. I have to make sure that the lesson should be intended for the students' level. I will also use different instructional materials and make sure that the instructional activities given to them would fit to my students. Okay, the last question is the experiences I had during my teaching. There are a lot of experiences I had with my learners, such as they are really, these pupils of mine who are behind, or when it comes to learning the lessons. And for those students who needs remediation, I always provide my spare time to teach them, give them focus, and then so that they won't be left behind. There are situations like it's easy to deal with. It's very normal for the learners that they cannot understand the lessons right away. That will I give more exercises. Example, I won't feel that the discussion won't be interesting to them right away. So I make sure that they understand with the proper use of classroom management skills. I always give my tutorial to the students who will be needing my help. And every morning, I have this special routine that they must be disciplined by themselves to do tasks before having classes. Like, I always train them to be disciplined, to have self-confidence, to be proactive, and always responsible on their own selves. Aside from that, the lessons that they got from me would always be relatable to their experiences. And I always make sure that I am open to develop my students' skills, and that there are skills that are not yet discovered. I make sure that um, I will unlock it, and train my students as much as potential as they can be. So that's the greatest accomplishment I claimed, being me as a teacher advisor for 10 years as an elementary grade teacher. Thank you.